this week, we've had two special missions emphases. One to the Native American Indians. And so the boys and girls have been bringing in their nickels and dimes and quarters and dollar bills to help us purchase Bibles for the Native American. They're having a special rally later this summer. And so through a special grant that Navajo Missions was able to realize, that means almost 1,100 Bibles are going to be going out as a result of the children's endeavor. Another special emphasis that we've had this week is a mission called Shoebox Ministries, and it's a ministry to the homeless. And so the boys and girls have been bringing in personal items such as shampoo, bars of soap, other hygiene items. And we've been collecting those in boxes up here in the front of the sanctuary. And we have those later on when we go over to the ice cream social at the end of the evening. You'll see those on display there, all the various things that have been collected that will be going out to those people. And so that's a real honor to God as we reach out to our neighbors, both here in our community and the community beyond. At this time, we're going to lower the lights a little bit, and we're going to show you through slide presentation.
I'm a little surprised. attraction. I mean, I know we're friends and all, but I didn't think you cared that much.
Well, sure I do, Mrs. McNeely. After all, you're just like family to me here in Suntown. And I don't have any real family here myself, you know.
Yeah. Well, my only family is Mr. McWheely. And since he left for the summer, you know, with the circus, then now I'm really alone.
Well, it helps me when I'm feeling lonely to remember that the Lord is always with me. He will never leave me or forsake me.
Well, you know, though, once I leave Suntown, then I'm really, really alone.
Not if you're part of God's family, Mrs. McWheely, because once you become His child, you'll never be alone again.
Well, that's something. You know, sometimes I do things that are bad, though, and I just feel like I'll never have what you have.
Well, Mrs. McWheely, what I have is a relationship with Jesus Christ, and anybody can have that. All you have to do is realize you're a sinner, because we all do wrong things, no matter how hard we try not to.
No duh. Like sometimes I lose my temper, hard to believe, but I do. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I get frustrated with people, no matter how hard I try. And you know, I love to deliver the mail, I really do, but sometimes people make me nuts. Like those Guido brothers. You know, let's face it, some people are a little strange.
Well, Mrs. McWheely, that's why we all need the Lord. And as a matter of fact, He's given us His code book, the Bible. It covers every area of life and gives us direction on how to live. And I quote, "How great is the love the Father has lavished on us, that we should become children of God." You see, Mrs. McWheely, He can be your father, and you can be His child.
You know, I really like to think about that some more, maybe to talk about it.
Okay.
You know, when I leave Suntown, do you think we can still get together once in a while?
Oh, sure, I'd love to. As a matter of fact, we can go over to Reno's right now and get some pizza and Coke together.
Do we have to go there? I'd really rather go to Riddle Roadies if you don't mind.
We have to go to Reno's.
Why?
Because Riddle Roadies doesn't have a door.
Well, you've seen the great time that we've had here at VBS this week. It's been tremendous. But maybe as you listen to that skit tonight, I'm not going to say you are like our mailman, but maybe you were thinking that you weren't a part of God's family either. And you've never done what Rosie has done, is accept Jesus Christ into her heart and become part of God's family. We had 10 boys and girls this week accept Christ into their lives. And we're so excited. But yet there might be someone here tonight, one of you kids, one of you adults that has never accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior and is not part of God's family. We'd like to give you that opportunity tonight. So would you please bow your heads with me?
Together under
you as the staff and the entire children's ministry of choosing Northwest Community Church and trusting your children with us throughout this week. We've had a lot of fun, and I know that your children have as well. If you do not have a family, a spiritual family, we'd encourage you to come and visit with us here at Northwest Community Church. We have services on Sunday morning at 9 and 10:45. We have children's classes during both hours for all the children. And we also have adult Sunday school classes and many other opportunities where you can grow as parents in your understanding of God's great love. We'd encourage you to come and visit us if you don't have your own church that you attend. In just a minute, we're going to be dismissing the children and dismissing you over to the Lower Cook Center. That is our two-story building. In the bottom, we'll be having an ice cream social. We've got tables set up there with a display of many of the things that the boys and girls have been working on throughout this week. And now I said the wrong word. Boys and girls, we need your quiet for just a moment longer. What we'd like to do is we have the 2 and 3-year-olds down here in the front and the 5 and 4-year-olds up here. And we'd like you as parents, in just a minute after we dismiss the elementary children, we want you to come and get your children, that is the 4 and 5-year-olds and 2s and 3s, and we'll meet you on over in the Lower Cook Center. So at this time, teachers and elementary students, we're going to go ahead and dismiss.